So everyone has that thing that they have wanted to do, yet perhaps are too scared to. That thing that feels so daunting, exposing, overwhelming, yet simultaneously exciting, enlivening, and an absolute yes. Well, for me, that has been starting a YouTube channel. I have always wanted to, yet have created every excuse in the book as to why I cannot or should not. The list is endless. My intention in creating this channel is to provide resources, support, tangible practices, and practical insight in support of the evolution of humanity. All of what I share with you and create has been birthed from over 2 decades of practice, study, and experience in the realm of holistic wellness and various body-centered embodiment and somatically based therapies. This channel will provide a combination of talks, practices, interactive videos, and so much more. I genuinely hope that my sharing is a welcomed breath of fresh air and inspiration to step onto a sustainable path of embodied healing and the support to continue to navigate these exceptional times with presence, connection, self-love, and acceptance. So I must begin with the conversation about the foundational and essential practice of meditation. This, to me, is absolutely pivotal in our capacity to heal ourselves and meet life with a space of unwavering presence and acceptance. It is a process, however, and takes time. But I promise you that if you commit to bringing the practice of meditation into your life, you will become so deeply attuned to who you are and will be able to navigate life from a place of steadiness and ease. Meditation becomes a way of life. It is a piece of the puzzle of who you are. It becomes a limb and one that is essential to your living. I often hear many talk about how they don't have the time or energy or real interest to meditate. I can understand this, and this practice will change your life if you choose for it to. When we commit to a consistent meditation practice, we are gifting ourselves with the opportunity to move through life with presence and steadiness. Meditation gives you the opportunity to stay calm in the storms of life, to remain balanced and grounded when life around you is swirling in unpredictable ways, to stay connected to your deepest self and truth, no matter who is doing what to you or around you. Life is inevitably going to throw us curveballs, some more than others. However, when we have the consistency of practice in sitting with ourselves in all the flavors, then we are able to open up to infinite potential for growth and healing and connection with our true selves. We are not imprinted by the gunk of others and the world and begin to reside from a place of peace. We tap into the gold within us, that light within us that is always there, yet can waver depending on what is going on. So many of us as humans walk around in a state of fog. We are like pinballs, being pinged from one state of being to the other, depending on what is going on, who is doing what is happening in our personal lives, in the world on the whole. We are missing that deep and unwavering sense of self that is there no matter what is happening around us. We are at the whim of others, at the mercy of our external environments, and have lost connection to our deepest selves. This is no one's fault, and most definitely not something to blame ourselves for. It is a setup from society. We are not given these skills, these ways of operating in the world, the practices to connect deeply into our own bodies, hearts, and souls to stay steady. I often hear about someone hitting rock bottom, and then they begin to make the changes. I understand this, as I did so myself when I was in my early 20s. It was not pretty and truly did propel me onto a lifelong journey of healing and growth that I never could have imagined possible. I believe so strongly, however, that we do not need to get to that point before taking a turn towards ourselves. We can choose to become whole and connected and alive just because we are ready to do so. Meditation provides a platform, a landing pad, a home base for ourselves, for us to be exactly who we are and where we are in every moment. It doesn't need to be this elusive space of enlightenment. It is a practice that is humbling and honoring, a practice of depth and exploration. When we choose to show up every day for ourselves, we interrupt the process and cycle of being knocked around by life. We can land and rest into this inner well of solidity, of ground, of connection. And as life continues to swirl around us, we can choose to remain steady and stable. Personally speaking, my dedicated and consistent meditation practice has supported me in navigating the challenges of single motherhood, a house fire, a degrading court experience with my son's dad, and a near-death experience. As each event unfolded, I found my way closer to myself. I did not abandon my practices and therefore did not abandon myself. I have learned that meditation is essential for me, and I have made it a priority, even if that means getting up at ridiculously early hours. I know that I need it in order to meet life to the best of my ability. Sitting on a daily basis is essential in the sustainable and embodied healing process. While you will absolutely experience much more potent benefits for a minimum of 20 minutes a day, even 10 minutes some days will be supportive. Something happens when you consistently push through the shorter sits and are able to sit for a longer period of time. When we are only sitting for short windows, we don't have the opportunity to really work with the inevitable discomfort that will surface. This is a mirror for life, as life is uncomfortable. And as they say, life begins when you step out of your comfort zone. If our timer goes off right when we are in the midst of a challenging feeling or emotion, or are starting to feel the urge to flee, then we don't have the opportunity to learn how to sit with, breathe with, and not abandon ourselves in midst of the discomfort. We will then not be able to learn how to sit with the fire of life, so to speak. In your practice, if you are in the midst of a challenging emotional state and are feeling yourself wanting to get up and leave, take some deep breaths. Use mantras to assure yourself you're okay. Put your hands on your body. Trust that you are in the right moment and that you have the capacity to meet it. Meditation is such an important aspect of healing from any addictive or avoidant behavior. It gives you the opportunity for choice, the opportunities to deepen into your own well of wellness and make choices from that place. A place that affirms your desire to live life awake and alive, not numbed and disconnected. It helps you to build a deep inner muscle that will sustain you throughout your process of life. May this initial video be an invitation, an opportunity, and an opening to dive into a meditation practice. Again, to me, this is foundational for all of what is to come on this channel. I am super excited to dive into these practices that I have studied and taught for over 2 decades. What the world needs now more than ever are those who are awakening to their innate goodness. And it's a process and a practice without a doubt. I am hopeful that this video and all of the many that follow are supportive to your journey. Many blessings. I will see you all very soon.